Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery in BL tonight. First up, they just came out with blockbuster stellar earnings. That's Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited are trading in their shares here. It's on the sell side. Executives selling a very small amount of volume, 857 shares on November 17th, 2021. Nothing to read into too much there. Small trade under 1,000 shares. We're going to talk about Sagicor earnings this week or tomorrow as well. AMG Packaging and Paper Company Limited, a dividend update here. A little bit of a clinker or a surprise. The market was expecting to see a dividend here, but the board of directors has stated that they're deferring this one, the decision to declare a dividend to January 2022. So let's see what happens in the new year. Now, Tropical Battery coming out with a lithium notice here. The company states they're going to be recycling lithium batteries in 2022. The company states they're going to be beginning collecting spent lithium batteries, and the company is securing the requisite certifications and will export the spent lithium batteries from consumer electronics, electric vehicles to be recycled by a leading international recycling partner that recovers as much as 95% of the elements for sale back to global battery manufacturers. We'll see, how the share price, the stock price reacts to this, but Tropical Battery is out there coming out with quite a bit of corporate action items on the JSE website, the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Now, Jamaica Public Service here coming up with results. Earnings jumping by as much as 31% here in the third quarter. JPS registering US year-to-date net profit, talking about the 9 months year-to-date net profit of $26.5 million versus $24.4 million in 2020. That's a comparative period. JPS really making a lot of money, good net profits here as a business. Now, this is the third quarter, September 30th, 2021. Just for that quarter, not the year-to-date, net profit was just under 10 million US, 9.25 million US versus just about 7 million US. Now, on the revenue standpoint, growing nicely. Operating revenue for Jamaica Public Service increased, but at a milder rate to 237 million US and change versus 221 million US for the third quarter. Last up, SOS, Stationery Office Supplies Limited. They went through a lean period. They've made some changes, the chairman role, which came out with a separate release or a late release, and the managing director role, Alan McDaniel, jumping in, slotting into that role. But the third quarter here, the 9 months numbers really rallying here for Stationery Office Supplies, SOS, shaping up nicely, after having that lean year, the pandemic, 2020 at its peak. 2021, SOS getting back to doing what they do best. 9 months revenue rallying, 809 million from 711 million, 711.6 million in 2020. It's 14% year over year. That kind of market share revenue gains coming back. Much stronger profits, that's what counts for SOS after being hit hard. Profits actually hitting 78 million for 2021 year to date versus 28.6 million in 2020. So big turn of events, big change of events. They made some structural changes on the corporate governance side. Clearly that's working, but that will come into the full fold for 2022. I'm Mark Croskery. This is Business Live.